welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. We are going to start a new project. It's called Getting to Know My Neighborhood, and I've designed it to being inspired by our new neighborhood here in Nova Scotia, and it's a combination of 12 houses as well as 13 either trees or flowers or a critter or two blocks. So we're going to do this every other week, and we'll work on that project. So, but the lovely part is at the end of this, I'm going to have two of the same project, and one's going to be given away to one of you guys. One of you lucky winners is going to do it. So you just have to leave a comment in the videos, and then you will be entered into the pool to win at the end, okay? And that'll be at the end of the year. So good luck, and we'll see you at the end. So our first one here, since we have 13 trees and 12 houses, I want to start off with one of the trees. Now this is more, you can do this as an strictly applique. You can do this as just as a heat and bond, which I'm doing because it's just a wall hanging. So I'm just going to leave it there and leave the quilting to be able to stitch everything down. So it's just a matter of very simple. I'm using blues and greens for this project, or at least for this set of trees anyways. My squares are going to be 8.5 by 8.5, though I have my fabric cut at 9 by 9, just in case when I'm doing some of the appliquing, it kind of shrinks a little bit, and then that way I can square up to 8.5 by 8.5 in the end. And they're just going to be joined one next to the other. I may be a little bit of sashing, I'm not sure, but the project should probably be about 45 by 45 in the end. So, and it'll be nice, I'll have one to match one of yours. Okay, so this is the tree block we're going to build today. Okay, very simple, easy to start off with. We might be doing some paper piecing towards the end. We'll see how my blocks, how I want to create them, how they got to be. But mostly I think it's just going to be a heat and bond applique just for the fun, and keep it nice and simple and be able to just progress with the project and not even have to worry about using a sewing machine if you don't want to, right? So just have some fun. So how we build this out is you need 2 pieces of brown fabric, one about 7.5 inches long and one about maybe 4.5 inches long. Couple inches on the small one and 1.5 inches or 2 inches on the big one. And then we're going to build out our tree base as we go. So we just want to make triangles and then stick them behind, get those heat and press down first, and then we'll press on the trunk of the tree and then the top of the tree. Very easy. You could very easily go and stitch all the way around this, or even just do a nice little blanket stitch after the fact. I mean, that's completely up to you. I'm just going to leave it just like that. Make it nice and easy to start this off. All right, so here's my, just like I said, scrappy bits of fabric, just chose from there. Used obviously a double-sided heat and bond to cover some of my blues, just cut little strips, different sizes. I went from about 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches, anywhere in between there. It really wasn't just being, you know, trees are natural, so trying to have a little bit of fun with it, be a little bit organic with it, and just go from there. So, so let's make our other trunk. I was going to say we should have one of our little trunks here. Oopsies. Did I misplace it? I misplaced my trunk. No, that's not it. Is that it? Oh, it could be it. There we go. Okay. All right, no worries. All right, so I'm working by 9 by 9. Okay, and of course we want to make sure we're going to either put the small tree on the left or the right. It doesn't matter, whatever makes you comfortable. Like this is the free motion fun, or free styling fun that you can do. So just kind of lay it out first. This is just, I've heat and bond the main fabric, the back of the fabric, onto the one side, and I'm just laying it out. That's still, the paper's still there. I'm just visually laying it out, and then want to be able to figure out, you know, is that where I want that color? Is that where I want that color? And then just go from there and try and cut some triangles. So what I found the easiest way to do for the triangles was just to, depending on how big or small I wanted it, would cut the fold the piece of paper in half, or fold the heat and bond with the fabric in half, and then just go with my ruler, press it down, and either go from a top corner down here, or go on an angle so you get more of a wider pointed triangle, or more of a, like, even just a tree topper sort of triangle. So let's go a bit of on an angle here. Okay, that's a good size. Okay, put him near the top there. Maybe even replace him underneath. Doesn't matter. It's fun. You're just supposed to have fun and be creative. This is a good project to do with a little one. definitely they can pick some fabrics from your stash and be able to say, listen, we're going to build a tree. What colors would you like in your tree? And it doesn't matter. There's no wrong color. If you've seen Mother Nature, you know there's no wrong color. Okay? And just do the triangles. You're going to adjust them as you go. Like some are going to be a little bit, you're going to, oh, I have to take that off a little bit or make that a little bit shorter or what have you. Or you just make it work. Make it work. You can stack them on top of each other or whatever's. Okay. There we go. I'm going to make this a little bit wider one here. Okay. Let's put our little pieces off to the side here that we're not. And of course, whatever we cut off, we can obviously use as a triangle for another project if you want to make more trees later down the lines, just like this one. Okay. So here, let's put our small little tree trunk there. Okay. Just lay him out. We got to make her big one. Same thing as I had it on a strip, and I'm just folding it in half, and then just cutting it on an angle that's going to give me a pleasing sort of tree trunk. Doesn't have to have a point because you're covering it with a triangle at the top, but you know, just make sure you're happy with the whole layout, right? Okay. Maybe a little thicker on the bottom. Could be make it a little bit thinner. Okay. We'll see how that looks. There we go. I kind of like that one. That one's not necessary over there, so maybe we could use it over here instead. Okay. Let's try and build out this one. See if we can use the other pieces that we have left over. And you have a fabric collection, so you know, and the point is to use it, right? You can only hold on to it for so long. And just get a pleasing layout to you, right? Just make sure it's nice to you, what you feel you are comfortable. Of course, you could use scissors to cut this as well, right? Okay, put that under there. Oh, there we go. I like that one. That's a nice fun green. Try to do a long one of that one so we can get near the bottom. Okay. And then we'll lay it out and then press it out. So once you kind of get, oh yeah, that's the way I like it. That's what's going to make me happy. Or this is pleasing. What have you? I'm trying to find a small blue piece. So just make my own. Make my own. I want to put the blue piece in the green. I like that a little bit. I don't know. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. All right, now the next fun part is peeling. Hold on, hopefully I got most of that in the video there. Okay. So here we're going to put that up there. Just get it basically set for now, okay? And then when you go to do the heat and bond, it's going to keep everything down. And make sure you're happy with the placement of things before you put the iron on. If you don't want to do the two projects at the same time of the heat and bond, then don't worry about it. That's okay. You don't have to do the two of them. So now there, I'm going to put that on top there. Oops, just on the top. Okay. Move this one down. And then line this one up. You know, the tree can be a little wonky too. It doesn't have to be straight, right? I gotta take the paper off that anyways. And if you just kind of give it a little bit of a fold or take onto a corner, you can usually get it off pretty good. Pretty easy. Okay. Now you can, doesn't matter whether the corners are pointing under or not, because usually your middle trunk piece is covering it. Did I not get heat and bonded all the way? Oh no, that didn't get heat, but hold on, 1 second. Oops. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Okay. So build out our base. And our blue here. That one's the same. Yeah, make sure it's getting that press. Got to hold, depending on the heat and bond, it tells you for how long. This one says for 2 seconds, but I was trying to do it for 3 seconds, but sometimes it doesn't always want to go. Okay, there we go, perfect. Okay, and then just stack them. Stack your pieces. I think that was over there, wasn't it? I think that was over there. Taking it off from other pieces, other places. There we go. That's that one. That's that one. And then this one. Like I said, have fun with it. If you got some, maybe some bird fabric, you could do some fussy cutting and get some birds you can applique down as well. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. Now I found when it's easier if you take like a stiff card or a couple cards or something like that, and to be able to slip under if you're not building it on your ironing board itself, and then slip it on your ironing board. Make sure you're happy with all the positionings. Everybody, you're making everybody happy. You're making yourself happy. Okay. And then just heat it. Okay. It usually takes another couple seconds to get it to go, the glue to stick to the other side of the fabric. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we'll build out the other tree. We'll do it on here now. Okay. See, points. Yeah, that one was already peeled. We are in for quite the storm, apparently. Another northeastern, or I don't even know if it's a northeastern, but I know it's coming our way. It's coming our way. Okay. Mix your colors up. Some blues, some greens, some blues. Have some fun. Like that one and that one. That one and that one. Like that one and that one. Okay, here we'll take our top part. Hear it. You can score the back of the paper with a needle or just kind of scratch it or something like that. Usually helps break the paper hold. So you get like a little lever. It's like, opening the packages of lunch meat or cheese or something. It says, pull here. Okay. So we'll put that just up there. It's ready to go. And then we'll peel off these guys and then set our tree trunk. Yeah, that's the hardest part, is really figuring out what colors you want to choose, the layout, and peeling the paper off. The rest is easy peasy. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Okay, here, and then our tree trunk. And you can add beads to this as for berries, or when it comes to springtime and you got that new seedling sort of like new growth going on. There we go. Perfect. There we go. A little blue up just a little bit. Very nice. Super cute. And that is two blocks done. So this is block number 1 of the trees section for 1 of 13 of the trees. Okay. There we go. Hopefully you'll partake on this one. Really cute. It's just going to be a cute little wall hang, bunch of little houses, bunch of little trees, and then just having fun with the fabric I have to make memories. And hopefully a memory for you guys too. Okay. So big hugs, everybody. We'll see you Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern for our live stream, and we're going to make use our stash to hold our stash. How's that? Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.